Moving into our second segment of the day, folks. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. Leave us a nice, short, sweet comment down below. And just double check to make sure that YouTube did not go into your profile and change your bell notification settings. Make sure it does, in fact, say all notifications so you're actually notified when we upload or go live. Well, folks, these environmentalists literally want to tear this country down from the inside out because now we have a nationwide ban on gas-burning stoves under consideration after a new study claims appliances emit harmful pollution links to childhood asthma. You can't make this up. Ted Cruz is pissed, by the way. Ted Cruz is come take it, right? They constantly want to sit there and encroach upon your personal lives, chisel away at your rights, remove your appliances. They want to remove your guns, your Second Amendment, your First Amendment rights. They want to remove everything. I'm not saying having a burned freaking stove or at least a gas-powered stove is removing your amendments or your rights. But for the love of God, when does it end? When does it end? Remember when they went after hairspray, like aerosol? Remember that whole thing? Oh, it's environmental. You're going to hurt it. It's going to hurt you. Like, shut up. Just shut up with all this stupid stuff. Well, the Biden administration's Consumer Product Safety Commission, what a freaking name that is considering a nationwide ban on gas-burning stoves. This is real, you guys. The dude can't figure out the border, but he's going to definitely try to figure out getting rid of your gas-burning stoves for environmentalist causes. Where's Greta Thunberg when you need her, huh? Screw you for feeding your family, huh? Screw you for using your gas-burning stove. Like, shut up. God, it's all these people, dude. It's like, don't you have anything better to do? Honest to God, you're going to sit there and run a study on gas-burning stoves. You're like, it's giving people asthma. Why the guy's sitting there freaking toking marijuana, you can just smoke in front of a child's face, in the state of California and in Colorado and places, but, we're going to get rid of your gas-burning stoves. So this is following a new study that claimed, I guess both, you wouldn't be wrong, that appliances emit harmful pollution that has been linked to asthma in children. So let's see if it actually gives a cause and effect here, if it's just one of those things that's a mere association between the two. It's like saying, oh, well, smoking gives people cancer on an observational study. Well, yeah, I mean, there is an association there, but you're not actually determining a cause and effect through that study. We'll see what happens here. According to the EPA and the World Health Organization, gas-burning stoves emit unsafe levels of nitrogen dioxide. It's so stupid. Carbon monoxide and particulate matter, which are reported to be linked to respiratory illness, cardiovascular issues, cancer, and other conditions. Everything gives you cancer, you guys. Have you noticed that? I mean, chocolate gave you cancer, eggs gave you cancer, French fries give you cancer, burgers give you cancer, bacon gives you cancer. You freaking listen to Democrats give you cancer. That one's probably true. But either way, I mean, listening to a Democrat kind of spew their nonsense here, is toxic nonetheless. A December report from the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health claimed that over 12% of current childhood asthma nationwide is attributed to gas stove use, which is similar to the childhood asthma burden attributed to secondhand smoke exposure. Gas stove usage should be considered in multifaceted asthma prevention approaches, the report. I mean, everybody's like in a bubble boy nowadays, right? God forbid a kid, gets a little bit of inhalation from a gas-powered stove nowadays. You can't have your kids running in dirt. Remember when we grew up, you used to fall in dirt, right? Face plant, you come home, you're crying like, oh my God, your dad sits there and tells you to figure it out, kid, stop crying. Your mom's sitting there pissed off because now you got freaking your jeans all dirtied and there's a grass stain on it. Now she has to figure out how to get that out. Your dad's pissed about that too because he has to listen to her complain about it. We've all been there. Well, now we got to hear these knuckleheads complain about this, that you're getting asthma. You're getting asthma from a gas-powered stove. Given that this exposure is preventable, well, if it's preventable, why do you want to get rid of my stove? Just have the kid go sit outside while I'm cooking on the stove then, huh? Given that the exposure is preventable, our study demonstrates that non-mitigation strategies will lessen childhood asthma burden from gas stove. Approximately 35% of homes in the United States use gas-powered stoves. So not even the majority of them, but hey, we got to crack down on this, guys. This is important here. This is the most important thing that's going on. Not China wanting to invade Taiwan, not China taking our technology, not China going after our security systems that we have in place. No, not Russia invading Ukraine. Not that. Not Iran wanting to basically remove and extinguish Israel or that of the Western world either. No, we can't take that into account whatsoever. Or the border crisis, inflation. I mean, hell, gas prices, supply chain issues that are happening all around the world. No. This is what we want to focus on here is your gas-powered stove, you guys. This is when you have your priorities straight when you're with the Democrat Party. You're really handling business here when you go after the climate change people that or deniers, however you want to describe it, that are having their gas-powered stoves. This is so stupid, you guys, that this is even happening. This is a hidden hazard. This was according to the CPSC commissioner, you guys. Any option is on the table. Products that can be made safe can be banned. They want to, like, you notice the word safe, right? Everything's about your safety. You know, if I say something harmful, I should be banned or removed or censored because of the other person that might be offended for their safety. You see how that works? We need to remove your guns because it's all about safety, right? You don't want somebody to get hurt. God forbid you protect yourself and stop your family from getting hurt, but just the fact that you have one, now you're hurting somebody else's feelings. We got to get it removed. Or there was some idiot that wanted to perform a mass shooting, some evil scumbag, you know, so we got to remove your right. Oh, well, here, you know, some other kid's kid is having an asthma attack, so now you can't have a gas-powered stove because that kid got an asthma attack. See how this all works? It's for your safety, you guys. It's for your safety and your children that don't have asthma problems whatsoever, or the fact that you don't even have children, but you still don't get to have a gas-powered stove. Tomka reported that the agency plans to open the topic to public comment later this winter. Ooh, I can't wait. Get me in there. Beside banning the sale of gas-powered or gas-burning stoves, rather, the agency is also considering setting emission standards for the appliances. This is when you're getting some real, the Great Reset territory, you guys, where the banks are following your ESG scores, are actually looking at how much carbon emissions you're putting out there. In other words, looking at your carbon footprint. You guys, we are inching closer and closer to the Great Reset. It is stupid. Before you would think, it was a conspiracy theory. Before you think like, this stuff is crazy. There's no way in hell. You guys, you better start worrying the fact that they're wanting to get rid of a gas-powered stove. What is next? You freaking not being able to use your hair blow dryer? You can't use your hairspray? That literally was a thing. What was it, like the 50s, 60s, or 70s or something like that? I wasn't even alive then, but I've heard about it. So we're getting into that realm of literally your home appliances you can't use anymore because of these environmentalist stuff. All the while China, India, all these places are just polluting galore, and we can't even freaking have a stove anymore. Unbelievable. Well, there's about 50 years of health studies showing that gas stoves are bad for our health, and that the strongest evidence is on children and children's asthma. By having a gas connection, we are polluting the insides of our homes. Last month, Democrat lawmakers, of course, it's obviously not going to be Republicans, right? You know it's going to be Democrat. So you have Cory Booker of New Jersey and Don Beyer of Virginia requested that the CPSC take action against gas stove emissions, stating that the appliances were a cumulative burden that disproportionately impacts minority and low-income households. The spin. Oh, because it doesn't affect, supposedly it doesn't affect the rich kids either, or the middle income. It's just, somehow it's disproportionately affecting minority low income households. I'm assuming that's because maybe the low income households have gas powered, or I keep saying gas powered, but gas burning stoves. I mean, I have a gas burning stove. I'm fine. I got no issues here, but you know, hey, anything that's good in our lives have to be removed from the Democrat Party. Mike McKenna, a former energy advisor to the Trump administration, told Bloomberg that the move to ban gas stoves would be transparently political. If the CPSC really wanted to do something about the public health, it would ban cigarettes or automobiles long before it moved on to address stoves. I mean, you're not wrong. You're literally not wrong, but we all know the money that goes into it. And anytime the Democrat Party can encroach on your personal life and have government decide what you can and can't have, oh boy, will they do it, folks. Let me know what you think about this one below. Do you have a gas stove? Do you have a gas burning stove? If you do your children have asthma? Can they not breathe because you're freaking burning a stove? Really? I mean, this is the world we live in, you guys. It is freaking ridiculous. I hope you enjoyed that clip from the Bald Brad Show. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all our future content.